What is the demyelinating CNS disorder associated with the JC virus?
I mean, it's probably just multiple sclerosis. I don't know if multiple sclerosis is associated with a virus, though. Let's see.
Progressive multifocal leukoencephalopathy. Snore.
So wrong. Hello, Dr. Sil here, medicine and mental health videos. Today we're doing another reaction to a Scrubs episode called My Catalyst. We are in season 3 and apparently Michael J. Fox makes a cameo in this one. We are going to be reacting to the complete episode, which I really enjoy doing, and it looks like you guys are enjoy watching the full things. This kind of allows me to serendipitously just get flashbacks to my own medical experience, and then I can react and make comments about my own experience, or kind of review how accurate what they're doing is, as well as potentially provide any background to any of the medical conditions that come up and how accurately they are portrayed. If you want to see more reactions, please leave comments down below for what you'd like me to react to. Okay, let's get into it.
Everyone here thinks they know me inside and out.
You look like you could use some help.
Nope. Even random people.
You need help, Dr. Dorian?
No thanks, doctor, whatever your name is.
They won't leave me alone.
Free help here.
Piss off, Mickhead.
You'd think by now they'd know where I'm gonna end up.
Dr. Cox, I could use a little help.
Beyonce, you could use a lot of help, but hey, we all have to play the hand the big guy dealt us. You know, unless you're lucky enough to have those insanely overhyped Queer Eye guys show up at your door, but I doubt even they have the brass ones necessary to fix whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, if you want to use the appearance angle to knock down my self-esteem, best to do it on a day when my hair doesn't look awesome. I know, it's new wax.
What is?
It's okay to want a piece. I just want you to check out Mrs. Barlow's chart. I'm always second-guessing myself when it comes to interstitial lung diseases.
Oh, then you should definitely handle this yourself there, Brittany. I'm going with female pop stars today. The point is that back when I was a resident, I had all sorts of trouble with metabolic diseases. So you know what I did? I grabbed every case I could get my hands on until I had it down pat.
Got it. You really had trouble with metabolic diseases?
No. I'm a good doctor.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr.
Interstitial lung disease, I feel, is one of the most evil diseases out there. I guess most diseases, if they kill you at an early age, are evil in a sense, but it's one that I've met kind of personally, and I've seen someone, like I've held someone's hand while they essentially suffocated to death from like this awful like thing. And so to me, it just like carries, like it just feels very evil because I've had that personal kind of connection to the illness. And a large proportion of interstitial lung disease is idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, which essentially means that we don't know why, but their lungs are failing. Now, what's happening during interstitial lung disease is that the tissue that separates the air and the oxygen from getting into the blood where the oxygen is needed is essentially diseased. It's becoming fibrosed. It's becoming dysfunctional, which means that there's no oxygen getting across, even though the flow of air is totally normal. What does this mean for the patient? Well, it's awful. It means that you can take full breaths, you can fill your lungs up completely with oxygen, but the oxygen won't get across, so it feels like you're suffocating, even though you're breathing fully. Like, that's just the most awful kind of sensation that I can imagine, because it's not like you're drowning where it makes sense that you're choking. It's like you're not drowning, but you're drowning because there's no oxygen getting across. And so you just breathe harder and harder. We have things we can do. We give steroids, we treat any infections, we give supplemental oxygen with like pressured oxygen masks and things like that. Like we do that for as long as we can until it's so diseased that none of those things work. So yeah, I don't like interstitial lung disease, and I take it very seriously when I see someone with it.
Gallbladder, don't you get too comfy next to Mr. Liver, because here comes Dr. Turk's robot laser.
Hey, Christopher, I could do without the color commentary.
Why I gotta be a color commentary? Because I'm doing it? Just kidding.
That was a near perfect laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Have you been working on your dexterity?
Well, I've been playing a little John Madden football on my Xbox.
I'd like to play John Madden football on her Xbox.
On who? Todd? There are no women here.
It's still funny.
The Todd here, you...
A couple things. First of all, I don't think you use any lasers in a laparoscopic cholecystectomy, which is when essentially you put a couple of small cuts on the abdomen, you go into the abdominal cavity, and you remove a gallbladder. You might want to do this if there are gallstones blocking the outflow of bile, which is the thing that gallbladder holds. And if those gallstones basically plug the outflow, then you get an infection and it becomes really, really painful. So you need to cut it out. The other thing I wanted to say, though, is that playing video games is associated with better surgical skills. Apparently, that's what one of my colleagues who played a lot of video games told me. Like he did a bit of a literature review on it all. So apparently there is some good studies out there that suggest that gaming is good for dexterity and kind of surgical performance.
Used to be our #1 lab Coley guy, but the torch has been passed.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, wait till you hear this. Dr. Witt just said that I'm the #1 lab Coley guy now.
Disappointed?
I should have waited till there was a chick around to make that Xbox joke, you know? He knows.
I was excited for Turk, and God bless him, he was excited about my big hair news.
New Wax did that?
I couldn't believe it either.
New Wax did that. I couldn't believe it either. Yeah, oh, sorry about the girl talk.
Oh, it's fine. We're talking man's all, you know.
Really big trucks.
Solo flex.
Have you seen these lately?
Your hair smells like Elliot's.
Well, your breath smells like chimichangas.
Is that racist? That depends. Did you have chimichangas for breakfast?
Maybe. I think what Carla really smelled was all the excitement in the air. See, there's a visiting professor coming today who's both a medical attending and a surgeon. 2 specialties. And to us, that kind of makes him...
Hey.
Super Doc. Super Doc. Fine. A super doc with obsessive compulsive disorder.
Okay. How hard can it be for me to step in your left foot first and simultaneously exhale as my right foot plants? How hard?
Not that hard?
Exactly. Shaved head guy. Whose hair smells like lilacs?
Hers and his.
Huh? That's very pretty. And deeply disturbing.
The jar said...
OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. We've all seen it kind of stereotyped in the media. I'm sure they're going to do a terrible job of representing it. It is essentially one of the best described illnesses out there in a sense because the symptoms are in the name of the disease. Like unlike other diseases like asthma, like that doesn't describe what asthma is. But obsessive compulsive disorder is when you have this cognitive thought, this need, this pattern, this thought pattern, this obsession, that the only way you can kind of cure it is by performing a behavior, usually a physical behavior, and that is the compulsion. So this thought pattern, maybe your hands feel dirty, it causes anxiety. It is kind of under the anxiety disorder realm, and the only way you can fix that that obsession is by a compulsion, which is what maybe washing your hands in that case. The issue is it's a pathology, it's a disease, and the kind of resolution of the obsession is very temporary. So you need to wash your hands again, and then the thought comes up again, and you need to do it again and again and again. But it can become extremely debilitating, and that's kind of how we measure its severity. How much is it debilitating your life? Is it affecting, are you getting to work late because you have to check your car doors like 10 or 15 times, or like you need to check that your house is locked for an hour before leaving, and so you're waking up earlier and earlier, and yeah, it is a very serious and debilitating illness, but it has a spectrum of severity. And usually when people are saying, oh, you're so OCD, it's usually people who are just a bit neurotic, who like things a certain way. Fun fact, there's also something called OCPD, so obsessive compulsive personality disorder. And the key differential here is that people don't want to have the obsessions that they have. They don't want to feel like they have to wash their hands all the time, but they can't help it. They have to do it. Whereas with OCPD, it's a personality disorder, and it's something that they like about themselves. They don't want to change. They have a very particular way of living, and they don't want to change it. It's very structured, neurotic, particular. And the term you use for that is it's ego-syntonic. It is consistent with how they want it to be, whereas OCD is ego-dystonic. It is inconsistent of how they wish themselves to be.
Unisex.
I know.
Unisex.
I know.
I can't do this all on my own. No, I know I'm no Superman. I'm no Superman.
Dr. Kevin Casey, Dr. Kevin Casey. You know, at my hospital, they don't make you sign forms if you want to cut open sick people. You just have to bring your own knifey thingy.
Scalpel.
That's the word, Dr. Kevin Casey.
Why do you keep saying your name?
Oh, it just keeps me from losing my jinkies later, thinking I forgot something.
Okay.
Dr. Kevin Casey. Dr. Kevin Casey. It's okay, you can say it.
Just that you're a doctor with pretty severe OCD.
It's not a secret.
I know. I always talk like this.
You know, I'll keep that up for the whole month I'm here.
I can do it. I believe in you.
Kevin Casey? Holy cow, get out of Dodge. Tell me this, are you shaking hands nowadays?
Well, a lifetime of therapy and a whole lot of Zoloft. Just so I can appropriately greet you, big guy.
Hey. Boy.
I do have a 3-second limit.
Boy, who doesn't? You realize I haven't laid eyes on you since we were residents together? I'll tell you this, Big Kevo. I always knew I'd see you again. Well, I never thought I'd see that guy again. I mean, he had to drop out of our residency class because of the god-awful severity of his condition.
I can't imagine you as a resident.
Hey, Coxie.
Shut up, jackass. I rock.
Was the blonde hair in the earring because you're in a rock band or because you loved pirates?
What?
Loved pirates, just like me.
I don't
Pirates aren't blonde.
want a piece.
Well, you're the only one, okay? Dr. Cox, I'm gonna take you out for a beer tonight. I wanna hear all the stories about what my mentor was like as a newbie.
Look, Pink, for the billionth time, no, I will not go out for a beer with you. Now repeat after me. Dr. Cox, you are not now, nor will you ever be, my mentor.
Dr. Cox, you are not now, nor will you ever be my mentor.
Yes! I ought to keep those damn crows from crapping on my car all the time.
I doubt they'll be back, sir. You know, unless someone who comes up here every day trying to find the courage to jump passes the time by throwing birdseed on your car's hood.
Stop babbling, Ted. No one's ever listening. Oh, by the way, the Italian gentleman that haul our medical waste away called and said if we don't stop putting our regular trash in with the medical loads, they're going to charge us double.
My new associate, Randall, and I can get rid of that garbage for you.
The hell are you two doing here?
We come up here on our breaks to wrestle.
And drink beer.
Only the winner drinks beer.
How much to make the garbage go away?
Say $20 a month, $23 a month.
Deal.
Sir, those darn birds are back.
Dr. Kevin Casey?
I have to say, it was amazing watching Dr. Casey work.
All right, Carol, let's just put it out there. He's got lupus. But instead of dwelling on the negative, let's look at the positive signs, okay? Your pericarditis is resolving, your renal function is good. Suicidal scavenger birds, also an excellent sign, right, Doctor?
It's a great sign.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
You are unflappable.
It's true. It can't be flapped.
I'm more skittish.
Yeah, you're like a big squirrel.
I wish I was a swashbuckling doctor, you know, like a pirate. Enough about pirates. Wait until you know them better.
Ahoy there.
You going to the, Oh, arr. I said enough.
You know, I couldn't have survived in medicine if I didn't embrace my OCD.
To perform a C-section. Sorry, guys, I couldn't resist.
And since I was compulsive anyway, you know, I read the same textbooks over and over. I went through the procedures over and over. I imagined every worst-case scenario over and over and over and over and over
Dr.
and
Casey.
over and over and over and
Dr.
over.
Casey.
Dr. Kevin Casey,
Okay.
thank you. Even though my crazy brain made me do those things, it's still the best advice I can give to any young doctor. Expect the unexpected, and you will never be surprised.
It's weird. After one day, it already felt like he was the type of mentor I always wished Dr. Cox would be. Still, I've got to stay cool.
Who are these guys, and why are they like just so chill with rolling two doctors along the hallway? I've got to try this out next time. I'll let you know how it goes. Also, another big thing with OCD is it's very difficult to focus when you have these obsessions that are like taking up so much cognitive space. So it actually usually negatively affects studying. But anyway.
I know I'm prone to hero worship.
Man, the surgeon in me is antsy. I need to cut somebody up. Thanks for volunteering. I'm not really that strong on the brain. I think this is the language center.
Really? Because I don't feel...
Why does he not have a mask on?
How cool is that?
And this is the foreign language center.
Impossible! Je n'ai pas parlé.
The cow says. The sheep says. Ladies and gentlemen, Macaulay Culkin.
The French would help with the ladies.
Dr. Wen, can I ask you a question? Was my time on the lab Coley even faster than yours?
Yes, it was.
Because some of the guys were saying I totally kicked your ass and I wanted them to shut up. You know, if it wasn't true. But since it is, I'll just let it go. What?
If there is one thing I've learned at this hospital, it's that you should never antagonize your boss or the people that make the food, because either way you end up eating poo. Hear it, learn it, live it, huh?
Elliot, I can do whatever I want because these are magic. These are gonna take me wherever I want to go in life. Thanks to these!
You know, the other day, I did something very good medically. I caught something that was pretty rare, and it was like a big win. And a very wise person kind of approached me and was like, you know, this was like a good catch, well done. But this is a good opportunity to remember that you won't always do that and you will make mistakes. And how are you going to kind of survive when you make those mistakes? How are you going to, what is your resilience to making mistakes? How will you come back after making a serious mistake and potentially hurting someone? And I thought that was very wise. Whenever you do something well, always reflect that, you know, you might also make mistakes one day, and you got to remember that, it's inevitable in medicine that mistakes will happen, but you have to but being aware of that actually paradoxically reduces the amount of mistakes you make. So it's kind of like a paradox. Being aware that you will make mistakes means that you're more vigilant of the mistakes you might make and therefore make less mistakes. It's a little bit of a, paradox.
I'm king of the world, baby. Can you feel it? Give me a pudding.
Whoa.
Domo arigato.
Pay up.
Already?
You can look around all you want. You won't find any garbage. Let's see them 23 squids.
It's all here.
So, come on. What'd you do with all the garbage?
That's not part of the deal. Randall, you, me, on the roof, winner takes all.
You never learn, do you?
Jimbo.
You know, Carl.
I just wanted to pause there for a second to make a small little announcement. If you're enjoying these full-length reaction videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. 90% of the people who watch this are not subscribed. So, you know, if you don't like it, please leave some feedback on the comments section. But if you do like it, think about subscribing.
Well, I gotta say, your makeup today does not in any way make you look like a desperate bowling alley prostitute.
What's with the sweet talk?
Oh, maybe Kevin being here is making me regress. I mean, you realize that back when I was a resident, I was a kind lad.
You get out.
I know. And soon enough, I established myself as the best damn doctor that ever roamed around these filthy halls, which is a curse, actually, because now I'm expected to make eye contact with every insult to medicine that comes into this dump.
Here's that CT scan you ordered.
Thank you.
Eye contact. He respects me.
What the hell? He's anemic and he has bone fractures, yet there's no sign of leukemia.
Don't tell me the great one is stumped.
No, it's just that this is not exactly the kind of thing that you stick your head in on and figure out.
He's got Gaucher's disease.
I beg your pardon?
I took the liberty of testing his blood for deficiency of beta-glucosidase activity.
Oh, I just sent out for one of those.
Well, you know, I mean, I never would have figured it out if you hadn't done the grunt work. You know, it's like a jar of pickles. You loosen the lid and pop! I took it off.
What disease?
Kevin Casey. See ya.
There's way more trash than that in
Luckily for
hospitals.
Kevin, he was getting the chance to meet everyone around here.
See, the reason the Xbox joke should work is that Xbox is like the perfect word for a girl's party zone.
To Todd, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Can you go make a very important phone call for me?
To who?
To anyone.
Making a phone call.
Hey, Dr. Casey, do you mind if I scrub in on the lap call you're doing this afternoon?
Okay, I'll see you at 4.
Cool trick.
You should try it. It's great for dexterity, concentration, and convincing single women you're a power dork.
You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing you in action, sir.
Let's try it. Hey. I learned how to do this because I got into a poker phase when I was like 18 with my friends. You watching the coin? You guys see the coin? I'll take the coin. It's been there the whole time. Take the coin again. It's been there the whole time. Oh my gosh. Coins.
It's allowed to make the big dog sit up and take notice.
I believe the word you're looking for is holy crap.
Holy crap! I'm sorry, JD. I just don't think pirates are cool.
Well, then you're not cool, Doug.
JD, do you want to get a beer tonight?
Do chickens wish they could fly?
I have no idea.
I like to think they do.
So do I.
Okay, class, we have a guest with us at Rounds today. Happens to be an old friend of yours truly, so let's all go out of our way to treat him with the respect he deserves. Okay?
Hey, gang, my name is Dr.
Anyway, I thought we'd change things up a little bit today. Instead of me firing questions at you, I'd like to see you all scurry away and get your textbooks. And when you get back, you actually get to quiz us. A little harmless competition, if my colleague here will consent to it.
I'm sorry, you done with this speechifying? I'm kidding, you frightening bastard.
Okay, buddy. Oh, buddy, funny. Go get your books!
Try not to touch me as much.
What question would I ask two genius doctors? What question would you ask? Leave a comment down below. The hardest medical question you know, and I'll try and answer it in the comments. And I'll let you know if I had to look it up. But I'll try not look it up first, and I'll answer it. But if you guys have like the hardest question, I'll pin the hardest medical question.
Fair enough. Now look, security said your van hasn't left the premises, so I demand to know where all the trash is going.
Away.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the grocer when it was my turn to bring the deli spread to Hank Weinberg's poker night. This better be kosher. Otherwise, it's not just Ted who's going to pay for it.
If people keep pushing me for no reason, I swear I will hurl myself off this building.
I'm not cleaning you up.
Mark my words. If one more person is mean to me for no reason, I'll do it.
Shut up, bozo.
One more person. She didn't know the rules.
Come on. When do you minions spit out another question, will ya? Yo, nervous guy. Now, I don't care how many times your little prepubescent voice cracks. Hit me, baby.
Okay. What is the demyelinating CNS disorder associated with the JC virus?
I mean, it's probably just multiple sclerosis. I don't know if multiple sclerosis is associated with a virus, though. Let's see.
Progressive multifocal leukoencephalopathy.
Snore.
That's so wrong.
Sure jokes are a sign of desperation, right?
Oops.
Amen, brother.
Over.
Yes, blonde girl.
What is the pathologic abnormality causing Bernard-Sawyer disease?
Absence of von Willebrand's factor.
Absence of von Willebrand receptors. Listen, I hate to be childish about this, but I have to.
I cheated.
And for me, that involves driving home and scrubbing the toilet seat several times with industrial strength cleansers. So, if we could just call this a tie.
No. Ties are for sissies. Speaking of which, newbie, you have been uncharacteristically quiet.
I don't know why it popped into my head. You really had trouble with metabolic diseases?
No. I'm a good doctor.
But I knew I had it. My question is concerning metabolic diseases. Oh, yes.
What is the inborn error of metabolism characterized by angiokeratomas?
I don't know.
Please?
Okay, first I think that we should we should go over the rules. Because, you see, if by some freak of nature I'm not able to answer a question, then old Kev here cannot be declared the winner unless he can provide the answer for said question. Otherwise, we just going back and forth.
Disease, page 2098 of Harrison's Guide to Internal Medicine. It's a fun game, but I'll be back 48 minutes.
It's funny how one person can...
Just for the record, we just had a little bit of a knowledge off. I get it. And I got some things wrong. I get it. What I want to make clear is actually, as an intern, the skill that you need is not to know everything. Actually, as an intern, the skill that you need is to be able to get the information, to synthesize the information, to see if essentially someone is sick or not sick, if someone is deteriorating or stable, and to bring that information to senior doctors who know this kind of more nuanced, specialist level random facts about random diseases. Like, knowing that kind of stuff won't save someone's life in the next 5 minutes. These are like chronic conditions that, specialists specialize in. But as an intern, really, I need to be able to say if someone's dehydrated or, well hydrated, fluid balance normal. I need to be able to tell if someone is got a patent airway or if they're too drowsy and they're choking, that kind of stuff. Like, it's actually way more practical stuff that I need to know. But maybe I do need to do a little bit more study on these random demyelinating neurological conditions.
Take another's foundation to the core. Half the time, the guy doesn't even know he did it.
Watching Dr. Casey's procedure again.
He's so fast.
Yep. It's out of our league.
Funnier still how the same guy could be the mentor I've always been looking for.
Nice place. It's got that great vomit and peanut smell.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my first girlfriend.
Whoa.
She was a carny.
You know, I'm always trying to get Cox to come out and get a beer with me. He never does.
You're not one of those guys who carries around pictures of him and his attending, are you?
Oh, man. That's funny.
I don't carry anything around.
Just have a
You know,
shrine.
those losers who've been practicing medicine for 3 years, but are still looking for some kind of mentor to pat them on the back. They're just pathetic, you know what I mean?
Totally. Yep. It's funny what one person can do.
Oh, okay. I need another beer.
None of us slept last night. How I know that is irrelevant. What does matter is I think we formed a special bond because of it.
Stop looking at me or die.
What's worse is that the guy who caused it thinks we're his best friends.
Morning, fellas.
Why you say that, Gus?
All right. All 6 of your butt cheeks just tightened up. Someone around here pissing you guys off? Because I will give him some attitude.
That guy.
Hey, Hair Club. That suit, that come with the flop sweat?
Hair club. That's so mean.
You can do this, Theodore. Take as much time as you need. Okay. Here we go, baby.
I just don't understand why this guy bothers him so much.
Carla, Perry
I don't think you can get away with joking so casually about suicide these days.
is a dysfunctional, unsuccessful, emotionally damaged old man. No offense, sweetie.
None taken.
Being the best doctor here is the only thing he had to hang his hat on.
Listen, just because we have a child together doesn't necessarily mean you know me. Okay, princess? Watch and learn. Say, Kev, would you love to come and join us?
Oh, thanks.
What's up with the oatmeal today?
Too much milk.
No.
Not enough butter.
That's it.
Did you just diagnose the oatmeal? You can't just go and diagnose the oatmeal.
He just did. Kevin, are you single?
Yeah, why are you?
I'm thinking about it.
Way!
What the hell just happened? What just happened?
Okay, I've removed the gallbladder, sealed the vessels, and time.
Oh my God. You can't even beat Dr. Kevin Casey's lap coley time when you're imagining it.
So, I could be just as fast if I was like him and practiced over and over again on a simulator.
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah, well, I could spend my spare time doing stupid hand exercises.
I know, but you don't.
Yeah, well, I could.
You don't.
But
Don't.
could you enjoy this any less?
Because of these. I don't think I can.
In, gallbladder, out, done. 4 seconds, a new record.
I did my psych rotation, okay? I know my father abandoning us and only showing up in my life when he needs a place to sleep or a free prostate exam is probably going to be an issue. I get it. But it's not like I'm looking for a mentor. I just want a little validation. It's like when Kelso gave you a cupcake because you went 4 days without killing a patient.
That was awesome.
You know? I've always felt like Doug understood me. It's weird, after knowing him for 3 years, I suddenly realized he was the type of mentor I always wished Dr. Cox would be. Wait. Doug, get the hell out of here.
Okay.
I think when rational men are forced to face their shortcomings, they all do the same thing. Blame Kevin Casey. Who gave him the right to judge me? Because I sure didn't. I'll give him a piece of my mind, see how he likes it. Unfortunately, no one knew where the son of a bitch was.
Oh. What's the bet? He's washing his hands or something?
Dr. Dorian, I'm far too irritable right now to pretend I don't hate you, so let's cut to the chase. If you know where all the garbage in this hospital is going, I'll give you $8.
Sorry, sir.
Thanks.
Huh?
Kelso?
What?
The crows are back. They're making your pimp mobile look like spin art.
Damn it.
It's just one step. Come on already.
Ah!
Oh,
Driver, pull him out.
Who am I kidding?
Oh! Oh! Woo!
You did it, Johnny! It's over! Here comes sweet relief!
Nice.
Is this heaven?
It's garbage.
Would it cost us a cherry gig, brah?
What?
Cherry.
I want my money back. And Ted, shower and get back to work.
You don't have to try that around the corner. You can land right in the street.
Found him. Brace yourself, mister. You're about to get an earful, JD style.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Give me a minute, will you?
Quick little observation. If you are washing your hands before an operation, this is a very bad look. Why? Well, can you see how there's nothing around? So first of all, you always need a hairnet. Both of them do if you're even in the surgical area of a hospital. Hairnets, mandatory. But if you're going to start washing your hands, and this is a mistake medical students make all the time, you got to make sure your mask is on and your eye protection, because once your hands are clean, they don't touch any of this. They got to stay in their gloves, and they got to stay in front of your chest area between your belly button and your neck. You can cross your arms like this once you're gowned, but your hands have to just stay super sterile. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know if he's pre-op right now, if he's about to do a procedure, but.
No, Kevin, I have to talk to you right now. Damn it! Later's cool, too.
I'm sorry, Look, I spent the last few days meeting new people and trying to get used to this place, and I'm stressed and I'm fried. And I just want to go home. But here's the punchline. Even though my last surgery was 2 hours ago, I can't stop washing my damn hands.
Aha.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Look, this is a weak moment. Nobody's supposed to see this. And mark my words, I'll clean up the soap. Probably several thousand times. Everyone's got their own burdens, JD. And I'm not gonna be one of those people that dumps mine on somebody else. Now, what do you need?
Bye.
When I counted up my demons, saw there was one for every.
None of us needed anything.
With the good ones on my shoulder, I drove the other ones away.
I think owning your burdens is half the battle. Turk knows that he'll eventually have to decide what his priorities really are.
Baby, come to bed.
And Dr. Cox knows he has to find something else to hang his hat on.
You, my friend, are going to be the best baseball player in the world, which will make me the best baseball player in the world's father. Can't you hear it, Jack? Can't you hear it?
Still, it's not that daunting if you look around and see what other people have to deal with.
Good night, Dr. Casey.
Good night, JB.
Sing out, yeah, and everything's not lost.
A couple of reflections on the end there. Number one, putting your burdens on other people. I feel like when you being vulnerable with your friends, actually putting your burdens not on them, but like sharing your burdens with them is a way that they can see how human you are and connect with you at a deeper level. So that's actually like a good thing. The problem is if you're toxic about it, or if it's unreasonable and it's I guess there's a balancing act to have, because you don't want to just kind of dump your problems onto other people, which is kind of the theme of that part of the episode. The other thing is with Dr. Cox's parenting style is, like, I think broadly you can consider parenting into two different styles. You can consider the gardeners and the carpenters. And the carpenters, which seems to be where Dr. Cox is going, are the ones that measure everything and tailor make the furniture with exact measurements, make their kids do exact things so that they hit exact goals and become exact things that their parents want them to become. Whereas gardeners, they give the fertilizer and the water, they let the thing grow, and maybe if it grows a little bit out of place, they'll trim it back. But other than that, they let the thing take its own direction. They let the person, or they let their child grow themselves, which I'm much more of a fan of, because then that person probably has less of an identity crisis, and that's probably a big problem in a lot of people's lives, is not knowing who they are, kind of thing, because they've always been filling other people's goals. Whereas, if you take the gardener's approach, then the kid will find what they enjoy, and you can just support them in achieving that, whilst supporting them to follow themes that are pro-social and good for the world and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, what do I know? I don't even have kids. I do have a puppy though. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for staying till now. If you stayed, then I want you to put the emoji of Sunnies. Let's do everyone. I just want to see the cool guy Sunnies smiley emoji thing all through the comments section. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing lots of live streams and other reactions and other mental health and medicine videos. Massive thank you to my 3 YouTube members, Colonel B, Casey Hardison, and Brian Bricker. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel and letting me improve the quality of my videos by investing in good equipment. I also want to thank all my patrons. I've got Robbie Taylor, Amin Alali, Erica Rogstad. Erica, you've been here the longest, so thank you so much. And Hervé Meslin, that's my dad, and Jay and Maddie Taylor Lovell. So thank you all very much for supporting my channel. I wish you all a wonderful day, to everyone watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.